Hello everyone, in this particular video we are going to talk about how we can use Ansible with Docker. Okay, so let's start. So how Ansible is making Docker better. Okay, so if you know Docker Compose, you know Ansible. So what does this statement means is we already have seen how to write a Docker Compose file, right? If you want to, first of all, what is the need of Docker Compose? Because with the Docker run we are able to only start a single service. Okay, so if you want to start multiple service, we need a Docker Compose where we can put the definition of multiple services, and then at the same time we are able to start multiple services. Okay, now what why this statement is Docker? If you know Docker Compose, you know Ansible, because the way we write Ansible playbooks, okay, those Ansible playbooks looks like exactly same like a Docker Compose file. Okay, so that is the reason we got this statement here, because you need to configure the system that your containers are running on. Okay, so if you want to do that, where your containers are running and you want to configure that system, then Ansible will be really helpful, through which we can do a lot of things. You want to call out to other system to configure things. Okay, like we already know that through Ansible we can SSH into the any system, and then we can install or configure that system, because you want to build testing directly into your container deployment process. Okay, now here are these are some Docker modules. Okay, these are some Docker modules which are available in the Ansible. Okay, through this module, with the help of this Ansible module, we can set up the Docker system. Okay, we can set up a Docker system, or we can start the container, or we can set up any service on that particular host. Okay, so let's go one by one. First, we have a Docker container module. Okay, so what this Docker container module is doing is, it is helping us to manage Docker container. Okay, so manage means what? Okay, we already know that the life cycle of the Docker, right? How to start the Docker containers, how to stop the Docker container. Okay, if you want to pause, if you want to unpause the container, if you want to remove the container. So all the life cycle of the Docker container can be managed through this Docker container module. Okay, so this is a Ansible module which we can use to manage the life cycle of Docker containers. Okay, now what is the next module that we want to see is Docker image. Okay, again we already have seen lot of things about image, right? How to create image. Okay, how to push that image to the remote repository, or how to pull that image. Okay, now then if you want to remove that image, how we can remove. So all means Docker images list, how to list those images, how to remove, how to pull, how to push, all these things we have already seen. So again, to do all these things through Ansible, we need to have this Docker image module. Okay, so this Docker image module will help us to play around the Docker images. Okay, now the next module that we have is a Docker image facts. Okay, now the above module is a just Docker image that will help us to manage Docker image. But if you want to see more information of the image, something like doing an inspect on the image, if you want to see more information about image, something like a metadata, where that image stored and all, in that case this Docker image facts module will help us to inspect and see lot of information associated with those image. Okay, now now the next module that we have is a Docker login. So what is the need of Docker login is that if you want to create image, and then if you want to distribute that image. Okay, if you want to distribute that image, so to distribute we need to put that image on the some repository. Okay, so now if you want to distribute that image to the repository or to someone else, so for that purpose we need to put somewhere from where someone can access that. Okay, so now we call this as a repository, whether it's a public repository or private repository. But to push that image to that repository, we need to have access to that repository. Okay, so first we need to log in inside we have to create our account on the remote repository. We call it as a public repository or private repository, and then from there on we can do image push pull. Okay, but to authenticate that I am the right person which is pushing to this particular repo, for that we need a Docker login. Okay, so using this Docker login module of Ansible, we can log in inside the Docker registry. Okay, now the next module that we have is a Docker network. Okay, so we already have seen what all the Docker networks are available. Okay, how to create those Docker networks. Okay, we already know that there are 3 default networks are there, like bridge network, host network, and none network. Okay, so we use none network when we don't want to interact with any other. In that case, we do, if you just provide the Docker network as none, so not any virtual ethernet is not assigned, any of the virtual ethernet is not interface is not assigned to that container, so it is just a disconnected container. Okay, now the next we use the host network. Okay, so if you provide host network to your container, that means we are putting your container to the public network. Okay, so it will occupy the public IP, and again which is not a good thing, because if we have a lot of containers, then if you give host network to lot of container, then unnecessarily we are going to block the public IPs. Okay, now the next thing is, okay, we talked about network, right? So now then how we can create this network, how to list out network. Okay, how we can inspect the network, right? What is the network name? We know that if we do inspect, we get lot of information, like what all the containers got created on that network, what is the IP, what is the host, what is the subnet of this. Okay, so all this information can be available inside Docker network inspect. Okay, so to manage all these network types or the network things, we have a Docker network module of a Ansible. Okay, now the next module that we have is a Docker service. Okay, so Docker service, why we use a Docker service? Because if you want to expose your application running inside the container to the external world, we need to create a service. Okay, so this through this service we can expose our application from the container on some port, and then that port we can mount to the host machine. Okay, so that if we get any request on host machine port XYZ, that can be directly passed to the container where we are binding the host port and the your application port of the container. Okay, so this way, to manage all this task, we need a Docker module. We have an Ansible module called Docker service, through which we can do all these things. Sorry. Now let's see how we can create a container with the Ansible modules. Okay, so we have seen, like, to play with container Docker containers, we have one Ansible module called Docker container. Okay, so with this Docker container module, you can manage your Docker containers. So let's see how we can write this. So if you see closely, what we are doing for this is, we are doing in a task. Okay, so this is our one task. The name of the task is create a Redis container. We want to create a Redis container, and then this is the module. Okay, so this is the module name. So name of the module is Docker container, that we already discussed. Like, if you want to manage the life cycle of the container or to create the container, we can use this particular module. So using this Docker container module, we are creating this Redis container. Okay, so what all the information I am giving: name of the container, the image that I want to use to start the container, and the state of, okay, so state should be present. Okay, so if I run this Ansible will go and create the, So if you see, I'm just showing here task. Okay, so just above task I can provide all the host details or the group details or the inventory details where I can start this particular task. Okay, now, so now let's see the practical how we can install Docker and create a container using Ansible. Okay, now what I want to do is I want to install a Docker, okay, on Ansible controller node. Okay, see, I want to install Docker. Now to install this Docker, what all things we required? We need to have a downloadable download package of the Docker through which we can install. So I'm creating one task called this name of the task is download installation script. Okay, so on the getdocker.com URL, okay, this is the URL I am giving, and the destination is temp.docker.sh. Okay, so this get URL module will get this from this particular URL. It will download something which is nothing but a Docker installation script we are downloading here. And now I am creating one more task which is installing the Docker. The module I am using is a shell. Okay, so I am running that only docker.sh that we have downloaded in a previous module, that is a get URL module. Now the argument we don't want to pass, but it is creating user bin docker. Okay, so it will create a folder called user bin docker with that. Okay, so now your Docker gets installed. Okay, now once Docker installation is done, now let's say now I want to create a Redis container. Okay, so once Docker installation is done, I want to create a Redis container. So again I'm creating one more task name create a Redis container. Now this container will create a Redis container, but again if you closely see, I am creating one more. I have one more module, so I'm using that module called Docker container through which I can create a container. Name of the container is myredis, image is Redis. Okay, and the command to start this particular application inside the container is Redis server append only yes, state should be present. So this particular module Docker container will start the container, and the exposed ports we have a 6379 because this Redis container will is running on this 6379 port. So now this particular task will create container and it will start it. Okay, now if you see that's it in this particular video. We have seen how to install the Docker. Okay, we in the Docker part we have already seen that how we can install the Docker, how to play with all the Docker and all. But in this particular video what we have learned is how we can automate all those tasks that we have done manually through the Ansible. Okay, so for that what we have to do, we have to write a Ansible playbooks. Okay, and inside Ansible playbook we can write a different task. Now inside every task, if you want to do some task related to containers, Docker containers, we have some different modules that we can use through which you can play around the Docker. Okay, so what are the modules that we have seen is, if you want to play with the Docker containers, we have a Docker container module. If you want to play with image, we have a Docker images module. If you want to see more information about the image, we have a Docker images packed. If you want to play with networking, we have a Docker networking module. Okay, so for everything that we have done manually in the Docker part, with the help of Ansible, we can automate all these things. Okay, and you can easily get your work done. Okay, so these are the some very interesting use cases of Ansible. Even if you want to set up the infrastructure and all this can be done with the help of Ansible. Okay, but and again it's very easy because if you see what all things we have learned in Ansible is, first thing we need to know is the inventory file. Okay, so inside inventory file we need to give just the list of all the host machines that we are using. Okay, then we need to understand how to create a groups. Okay, so groups are nothing but just all these are the just inventory host only, but with some if the all the host machine which are doing some same task, in that case what we are doing is we are putting all the same host machines inside a different group. Okay, so that we can logically segregating all the host machines. Okay, so first we need to understand writing inventory file, then grouping of that file. Once that is done, then we need to understand how to install Ansible. Okay, I mean how to use the Ansible. Then we need to understand some basic terminologies that we use with the Ansible, like what is task, what is task. Okay, that we need to understand. Then what is module. Okay, then what is plays, what is playbook. Okay, so what we discussed is this task is nothing but some set of actions that we want to perform on the host, okay, which are available in the inventory. Then what is meant by modules. Okay, so modules are nothing but the actual actions that you want to perform on the host machine. Okay, so this task is nothing but a collection of modules. Okay, module is nothing but a action. Okay, so here the smallest element is the action, then modules, then task. Okay, then group of task is nothing but a your plays, and then set of plays is equal to your playbook. Okay, so this is the sequence that we need to follow. If you want to write a playbook, then first you need to understand, you have to cut down that what all the plays that I need to add. Okay, once that is identified, then you need to understand what all the tasks you need to do inside that particular play. Okay, now once you identify the task, inside that task you need to understand what all the modules that I should use. Okay, and then after module, if you identify the module, after that you need to identify that what should the action every module should perform. Okay, so this is the complete sequence that we need to follow when we are using the Ansible. Okay, so now then once you divide your task in this way, then just writing your playbooks is very easy, because it's exactly same like a Docker Compose. Okay, we already discussed, like if you know the Docker Compose, then it's very easy to write the Ansible playbooks. Okay, so that is the reason, if you know Docker Compose, you can easily write the Ansible. Okay, so now we can use Ansible to configure anything, to install anything, to set up anything. Okay, so all these tasks can be done with the Ansible. Okay, so that's it in this particular video, and we have almost completed everything about Ansible, what all the things we need to do it. Okay, so now let's meet in the next video. Okay.